Hi, superstars. It is time for English. We are on Unit 7, Week 3, Animal Habitats. We're going to listen to this story. It is called Animals' Homes. So we're here on page 35. So I want you to make, change, and to check predictions as you're listening to this story. Now, look at the illustrations on this page. Where do you think these wild animals live? We're going to continue to read so that you can check and see if your predictions were correct.
Animal homes. We are wild animals. We live in homes called habitats. Each habitat meets our different needs. Come see where we live.
Who's speaking in this text? The animals. Animals can't speak words to us in real life, but the pictures show what these animals look like in real life. All right, let's continue.
Prairie Dog. When I call out, it sounds like a bark. I live in an underground burrow. There are different rooms and tunnels. My family lives in a big prairie dog town. Rattlesnake. Follow me into my rocky den. I hide behind rocks to stay safe from enemies or predators. My scaly skin matches my surroundings. I shake my rattle when there is danger.
How are the prairie dog's home and the snake's home alike? They're both in the ground. And how are they different? The snake's home is rocky.
Clownfish. My home is in the warm ocean. A coral reef is the perfect habitat. There are many openings and cracks to hide in. I live with sea animals called anemones. The anemones feed and protect me. Beaver. My home is called a lodge. I build it with sticks and mud. The door to my home is under the water. My lodge keeps me warm during winter.
All right, so let's look at the picture of the fish's home and the beaver's home. How are they alike? Both are in water. How are they different? The fish live in the ocean and the beavers live along the river.
Animals get what they want and need from their habitats. What is your habitat like? Glossary. Burrow. An underground hole or tunnel dug by an animal. Den. A protected rocky area where a wild animal lives. Lodge. A beaver's house made of sticks and mud. Reef. A place in the ocean with rocks and coral.
So this is called a glossary. Some stories include glossaries to give the meanings of new or difficult words. So let's look at the pictures. Which habitat has soil? The burrow, the den, and the lodge. These all have soil. What animal might you find in each picture? So in the first one here, we might find a prairie dog that looks like a burrow. The second one over here, what would live in the den? A snake. How about in the lodge? What animal would live there? A beaver. And then the last one, what animal lives in the reef? This is called a reef. The fish. That's right. Let's go back over here to page 36. How do the illustrations on page 36 help us understand where the prairie dog lives? I can see what the prairie dog, the prairie, and the underground burrow look like. So all together, the illustrations help me understand where the prairie dog lives. So we're back to the glossary here on page 40. Why do you think the author includes the glossary on page 40? To remind us of what the 4 kinds of habitats are and what each one is called. So which 2 habitats are in the ground? The burrow. Which one else? The den. Those 2 are in the ground. Which habitat is on the water? On the water. The lodge for the beaver, right? All right, let's go to our close reading companion and answer some questions. Okay, open up your books to page 83. Remember to put your name, first and last, and the date on the page. So we read about animal homes. Which 2 habitats are in the ground? In the ground. The burrow and the den. So now you're going to draw a habitat that is on the water. So which habitat is on the water? And which animal lives in it? Not in the water, on the water. So the lodge is on the water. So over here, you're going to draw a habitat that is on the water. So you're going to draw a lodge where a beaver lives. We're going to complete the sentence down here. It says a fish lives in a what? What do we call the habitat the fish lives in? A reef, right? So down here, you are going to write reef. A fish lives in a reef. All right, we're going to turn the page to page 84. We are on page Okay, we're on page 84. It says, what can you learn from the photo about where meerkats live? So these are meerkats. So looking at this photo, what can you learn about where meerkats live? What does it look like? Do you see any plants, any green grass? So it's a mother meerkat and a pup. They live in a burrow. So they live in this burrow here. And it looks like they live in a sandy desert because we don't see any green plants. So it must be hot and dry. So it looks like a desert. So you circle the burrow, and you can circle this picture over here because that's the desert. So over here, we're going to write meerkats live. We know they live in burrows. Right? They also live in a desert. So we can say in a desert. And don't forget the period. Good job, superstars. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.